I'm out here eating full course meals of my own creativeness. You could bet your mama on that. How's it going, everybody? How are all you beautiful people doing today? Welcome back to another tip from Thomas. On today's video, we are going to be talking about comparison and comparing yourself to others, comparing your abilities to others, comparing your equipment to others, just comparing yourself to other people. So what do I mean by that? Well, I got Miriam here ready to help me with the definition of what comparison is. So the definition of comparison: the act or process of comparing, such as the representing of one thing or person as similar or like another. I don't know about you, but that has me happy. That has me happy. You wanna know why? I'm gonna tell you why. It's because there is not more than one you on this earth right now. There is not more than one Thomas Russell. There is not more than one fill in the blank, okay? That makes it so that way you are in control of how you use your talents, your abilities, and you define what you is per se. Why spend so much time comparing yourself to, you know, like Peter McKinnon's or Casey Neistat's or Sam Colder's or all these super incredible photographers, filmmakers, things like that? Why compare yourself? Why fall into that trap of just trying to be them? Because that is so confining. It is putting you in a box. You can't go past what they are. They're already masters at what they do. But if you figure out how to implement things that you like about them, things that you like about their work, and put it into you, the only one of you on this earth there is, and figure out how to put your own stamp on it, so that way now you have your own thing and you're inspiring other people, other filmmakers, other creatives. That's exciting. There's so many times I'll just be on YouTube all day, all night, just watching videos and being like, wow, I wish I could do that. I wish I could be that good. I wish I knew how to do that transition. I wish I knew how to be that good at sound design. I wish. If the world just had a bunch of one person, if the world was one-dimensional with nobody else adding anything of value to it, then it would be boring. Everybody would be the same. Don't compare yourself in general is what I'm trying to say. And I think the reason for that is it becomes sort of like a competition. You don't want to continually do things just to be better than person X, okay? Yes, it might be some healthy competition is always good, but you never want to compete to be that person, to be better at whatever that person's doing, or vice versa. You want to be the best at what you do. So with that being said, this is why it's so important and so beneficial to be a noob photographer or filmmaker, because you don't necessarily have that style yet. You can literally do whatever you want because you don't know what you're doing. So figure it out. Instead of sitting and looking at what these people do and take everything that they do and follow it verbatim, boring. Take something from them, whether that's a tutorial in terms of how to even use a camera or editing or whatever, but then ignore everything else. Ignore exactly how they do it. Figure out your own way to do it. And I think that that's how you break out of trends and you stand apart. For instance, I mean, a lot of the filmmakers on YouTube now, including myself, because I'm still trying to find my own style, is slow motion, B-roll sequences of cool music and snow falling and all these other things. But then you have people like J.R. Alley, who puts a story behind each one of his videos and makes the viewer feel something when they're watching it. And just adds that little bit of something different. So he can take a lot of what other people use, whether that is just the slow-mo and cinematic looking sequences, but then changes it into adding these different effects that he is really good at using. He changes it and he adds a story of his own to it to put his stamp on it. And in life in general, that's what you're doing, is putting your own mark in the world. So why would you try to copy somebody else's? It's already done. It's already been done. Why don't you look at what they do well, take bits and pieces of it, and make your own thing that is even better in your opinion because you made it. You didn't copy somebody else. I don't feel like there's a satisfaction in copying somebody else's work verbatim. Now, don't get me wrong. Anything in the creative world is all an inspiration. You always are getting inspiration from everybody, everything around you, all the time. But it's how you use that inspiration. Are you gonna go and get a copyright claim because you literally copied it verbatim? Or are you gonna take a piece of that you like, a little piece of that you like it's a buffet out here and you about to go eat a full course meal of your own creativeness? I'm out here eating full course meals of my own creativeness. You could bet your mama on that. Everything in this world is going to come organically. Everything in this world is going to come naturally. And if you're forcing it, it's not going to do that. And it's not going to come to fruition. I did not say that right. It's not going to come together like it should. Okay. And that's what you need. Nothing is going to come easy. You have to come practice. The more you practice at something, the law of practice states, the more you practice at it, the better you'll get at it, which means that's how you see progress. Nobody wants two of the same. Go out there, be your own self. Be your own self and figure out what that means to you. So go out there, figure out what that voice is, what that creative voice is for you. So I hope you guys can take something away from this. In general, in life, comparing yourself to others just is not gonna bring you happiness. The only thing that's gonna bring you happiness is you being 100% content in yourself and knowing that you are good enough for whatever it is that you're trying to do. So guys, with that, I'll leave you until next week's tip from Thomas. Until then, guys, go create, go make, and go do something that makes you happy. Till next week, guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.